Skibbity.
Move 'em out!
Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why we at Vault-Tech have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special.
Special? No! Bad game. Hate it. Oh, I see. Quite pleasant. Nice, nice. Cheerio. Restream.io 1950s Blade Runner. Continue with Google. Wow. Now that is a weapon. It's, you know, carved with wood, but hey, it's got a scope.
Don't touch that dial. You found the best radio station in Boston. Atomic Radio.
We'll take this alley.
They
You got it,
hunted him
boss.
down. They stormed his village, and they ruined his picnic. But these were no ordinary ants. They were vicious beasts
Jet is a
sent
short hike
by
to
the
the west.
queen of six-legged
If we take
terrors,
this road,
the ant
we should be able to
agonizer.
avoid the larger packs of
Hubris
ferals
Comics
infesting
presents
Cambridge.
the ants
Traveling
of
this far from the
agony.
police station is a risk. But getting that transmitter up and running
So at
needs to
last,
be our
you've
top
penetrated
priority.
the court
If it
of
was
the
up to me,
antagonizer.
Everything max. And I'm just gonna turn down just a little bit. Put it at 66. The satanic number. Woo! On a Sunday.
Relocate
Queen
my
of all
team.
ants.
But Scribe
There is
Halen
one
detected
thing
some
Rock
disturbing
Neck
energy
knows.
readings in the area that need to be
Penetration.
investigated.
But there
We don't
is
know much
another
about
thing
them,
he knows.
except that
You
they're
are not an
short-lived
ant.
and broadcast
You are
on a
an
frequency
antique,
only attainable
and
with a high
now
level of
you are
technology.
history.
Lies! If you shall not bow before your
Concerned
ant
that
queen,
whoever or
then
whatever is
bleed
creating
before
those
the
energy readings might
antagonizer.
be a potential
Grognak does not bleed.
Our job
He
is to
crashes. Will our hero put an end to the antics of evil? Or will the antagonizer colonize humanity from now until the end of time? Find out in this motion picture extravaganza. Grognak and the Ants of Agony 2!
And now, a word from our sponsors. And now, an important public service announcement.
Ah, dead people.
We at Great Tortoise Cigarettes realize children can be negatively affected by tobacco advertisements. That's why our company has decided to suspend the use of Tommy Tortoise in future campaigns. Children will no longer be able to wear Tommy's sleek leather jacket or his signature tortoiseshell sunglasses, nor will they be able to watch the Tommy Tortoise cartoon. Our company recognizes Tommy's good looks and laid-back attitude made him a role model to today's youth, when in truth, children should be modeling their behavior and fashion choices after their parents. That's why, starting today, we're launching a new anti-smoking campaign. If you want to be hip and cool, don't be like Tommy Tortoise, Humphrey Bogart, or Lauren Bacall, 3 people who love the smooth, great taste of Grey Tortoise cigarettes. Be like your parents instead.
surprised you to learn that my recon team isn't the first to accomplish or the last.
Oh.
My team goes, we've lost 4 good men to this godforsaken wasteland. Been a target from the moment we arrived. But despite our setbacks, I don't intend to give up and head home, or end up missing.
Come on, man, let's go.
Paladin.
No time for chatter.
Read up, pal. Alright, let's see what we get.
Don't touch that dial now. You found the best radio station in Boston. Atomic Radio.
And now a public service announcement.
Gosh, Molly, you sure are good at shooting. I haven't seen you miss the bullseye once.
Oh, Ted, I'm not
Yes?
normally
Keep
this
checking
way.
your 6 for
It just
hostiles.
happened to be on my period.
Your period?
Your period.
It's something all girls my age have to go through. It means blood is coming out of my uterus, which in turn increases my aggression and focus.
Golly, I wish I could have my period soon. I'm a lousy shot.
Ted, you can't have a period.
Why not?
Because you're a boy. Menstruation isn't just about becoming the world's deadliest shot. It also means you're ready for childbirth.
That's not fair. I want to shoot things just as good as you can.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're just gonna have to learn the old-fashioned way.
Oh, all right. But what changes for boys? If I don't get a period, what do I do?
You get to grow a beard. It doesn't matter how many periods I have, I'll never be able to do that.
Oh, phooey. What's so great about a beard anyway? Does it make me a better athlete?
Maybe not, but it's really helpful when you're sad and depressed. It lets people know things aren't going right.
Kind of like right now. I feel awful rotten not having my period.
Pretty much, Ted. But you'll be happy to know that periods aren't just about being good at sports. There's pros and cons, like giving birth.
I'm sorry, Molly. Here I thought it was just rainbows and candy canes. Now I know better.
Paladin dance.
Don't worry
Come
about
on.
it, Ted.
This way.
So the next time you see a girl doing something you can't, just remember, it's not you. It's biology.
Thanks, Molly. I'll remember that.
Listen up. We do this clean, quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Okay.
Why are we at ArcJet again?
We're here to retrieve a device that will boost the signal from the radio tower at the Cambridge police station. Without
Okay.
it, we can't make contact with our superiors. Remember, our primary, stay focused and check.
You are. All night long. 60-minute man.
If you don't believe I'm all I say, come up and take my hand. When I let you go, you'll cry don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes of teasing and 50 minutes of squeezing, 50 minutes of blowing my top. If you don't man ain't treating you
It was
right,
corporations like this that were the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they did.
Six.
love and then I rock, roll all night.
Not long.
60-minute man. 60 they call me. I rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't
Look at
stop.
these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Whoa.
Is this the Brotherhood of Steel's handiwork?
Unfortunately, no. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
Synth. Isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technom.
Excuse me,
Are
Paladin
you
Dance?
suffering from
Look at
debt
these
and
wrecks.
financial trouble?
It appears
If
as
so, ask for a nearby People's Bank for a jar of
Good.
soothing
Let's
instant money
Negative.
in the form of a personal
Look at the
loan.
evidence. These
Just
robots.
apply the money directly to the problem area.
I'll be on the
whether it's your
lookout.
mortgage,
Roger that.
the electric bill, or the hole in your wallet for instant relief from stress, headaches, and crippling poverty. Yes, that's MONEY. And the best place to find it is at the People's Bank, the leading savings and loan institution in the continental United States.
You're listening to Atomic Radio, the #1 AM station in all of Boston.
This place is a mess, but I still see little pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're
Honey,
done here,
remember
we'll
to
have
be
mark
home
this
by
place for
6
sweep and
today.
Six?
retrieve.
But I thought me and the fellas could go to the bar to watch the game.
There will be other games.
You don't understand, honey. It's not just any game. It's Yanks Sox. And the winner goes on to the World Series.
Not tonight. You know damn well my sister's coming over.
Well, why does she have to stay here? There's a perfectly good zoo down the street.
Honey, that's enough.
Oh, okay. Maybe a zoo's a little too harsh, but what about a motel?
There's rats in that motel.
Which makes it perfect, given she's part snake. They might even give her the room for free.
Honey, I'm not gonna stand for your insults. You either be home by 6 or you don't come home at all.
Why, I didn't know the circus was in town.
Synths.
You must be the bearded lady I've heard so
The
much
hell
about.
is a
You
synth?
must be the pig my sister married. How's life on the farm
like a
treating
dead
you?
end.
Oh,
See if you
can't
can find a
complain.
way to get that
Maybe if
deal.
you had a job like mine, you could afford an apartment of your own.
That's a laugh. Don't tell me you're actually proud of this shoddy excuse for a home.
It's got character, Jill. And bathroom mirrors. Something your place clearly doesn't have, seeing as you forgot to shave.
At least I have an excuse. You, on the other hand, have a bathroom and a sink, and you still haven't figured out how to brush your teeth. And for your information, I live in a high-rise condo. I'd invite...
Why the heck are they making us record this? Oh crap, it's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, ArcJet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. Be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're gonna get fired. The supervisor is already itching to get rid of us, especially since it's taking us longer than we promised.
So what? We've been drafted anyway. We're shipping out in a few weeks, remember? Soon we'll be doing push-ups, eating freeze-dried rations, and just wishing we were spending our day inside a cushy private laboratory.
Of course I remember. But I'm trying not to imagine getting my head blown off when I'm on the front line, and keeping my mind on work is helping me deal with the problem.
60 minute man. 1 second, I'm gonna check something real quick. It looks like it changes every day. Nope, never mind. 60 minute man. No, no. 60 minute man. Yep. Too bad. Kill them all. We will kill them. We will stab them. Eat their flesh. Pee in their cup. Radiation burns away. Roll out through the fallout, baby. When they drop no, nobody cares. When you're at ground zero and crawl out through the fallout back to me. Through the fallout, baby. You know what I mean. Crawl out through the fallout, 'cause they said the song was clean. If you cannot find the way, just listen to my song. I'll love you all your life, although that may not be too long. Crawl through the fallout, baby.
It appears as though the facility's automated.
While those ICBMs keep us
Clean.
When you hear me
Call out,
baby,
kick the wall out, and crawl out through the fallout back to me.
'cause you'll be the only girl in the world.
Don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me?
Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout
Some
back
six.
Rex. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Looks like we missed the party.
You're making a foolishly hasty assessment. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that. Let's move out.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through, but not so doggone seasoned that he won't try something new? A man who's old enough to know
And young enough to do.
well, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you.
This place is a mess, but I still see a few pieces of salvage in the brother.
We'll measure him
After we're
against
done
the
here, we'll have
others,
to
and when
mark
you
these
compare, you cast your vote for Kennedy and the change that's overdue. So it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you. Kennedy, 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 Kennedy,
Kennedy, Kennedy, Kennedy, Kennedy.
Yes, indeed, my fellow Americans. It is up to you. Of course, the choice seems rather simple when you compare the two options before you. On the one hand, you can leave our country in the hands of an old man who thinks Elvis is the name of an Irish saint, and would struggle to spell the word cat if you didn't spot him the C and the T. Or on the other hand, you can elect the man who directed, cast, and produced the jingle you heard at the start of this campaign spot. A jingle whose production required leadership, ingenuity, and a keen eye for talent. Of course, if the jingle didn't sell you on why I, Thomas Kennedy, should be your next president, then perhaps what I'm about to say will. Unlike my opponent, Mr. Washington, I wasn't born in the previous century, or with a silver spoon in my mouth. In fact, as heir to an ice cream conglomerate, I prefer to use the small wooden spoons found in every cup of our signature Rocky Road. And as a business owner, I understand the issues that face mom and pop stores like the one in your town. That's why if you vote for me, my first act as president will be to lower the payroll tax, as well as provide free ice cream coupons for every household in America. But ultimately, I can only present the options. The choice is yours. Washington or Kennedy, past or present, China or America, sink or swim. It's really up to you.
Bristol to Beantown. This is Atomic Radio.
Blow those things to bits! Long live the brother!
Interesting.
Sonny, remember to be home by 6 today.
You hear that?
6? But I thought me and the fellas should go to the bar to watch the game.
There will be other games.
You don't understand, honey. It's not just any game. It's Yanks Sox. And the winner goes on to the World Series.
Not tonight. You know damn well my sister's coming over.
Why does she have to stay here? It's the perfect for your down the street.
Sonny, that's enough.
Multiple
Okay, maybe a zoo's a little too harsh, but what about a motel?
There's rats in that motel.
Which makes it perfect, given she's Pud Snake. They might even give her the room for free.
Sonny, I'm not gonna stand for your insults. You either be home by 6 or you don't come home at all.
Why, I didn't know the circus was in town. You must be the bearded lady I've heard so much about.
And you must be the pig my sister married. How's life on the farm treating you?
Oh, can't complain. Maybe if you had a job like mine, you could afford an apartment of your own.
That's a laugh. Don't tell me you're actually proud of this shoddy excuse for a home.
It's got character, Jill. And bathroom mirrors. Something your place clearly doesn't have, seeing as you forgot to shave.
At least I have an excuse. You, on the other hand, have a bathroom and a sink, and you still haven't figured out how to brush your teeth. And for your information, I live in a high-rise condo. I'd invite you over, but the elevators aren't built to support planets your size.
That's it, I've had enough of you. Where's Margaret anyway? What, you send her to hell to pick up the rest of your luggage?
I was gonna ask you the same. I wanted to go watch the ballet. She insisted I babysit you instead.
Wait, you don't want to be here either?
Of course not.
Then where the hell is Margaret?
Where's Sonny?
He couldn't make it. What's the score?
The Yanks are down 2 runs. I didn't know you liked baseball, Margaret.
Baseball, I like. Pinstripes, not so much.
All ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
I don't want to set the
World on fire, baby. I love you too much.
I just want to start a great big flame down in your heart. down inside of me. Darling, I have only one desire. And that one desire is you. And I know nobody else ain't gonna do.
I've lost all ambition or worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire.
Can't break the code. Won't be able to pick this.
I just want to start a flame in your heart.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
A buzzer sounds. Heavy iron jaws open slowly. The gangster-proof barrier is down,
Got it.
and the car slips into this dark alley, carrying more bills than a cash register. Could it be to sweet little Jenny from accounting balance books? For the mob? Ah, not to worry. There's nothing sinister here. No, this is merely a new kind of service offered by Weatherby Savings and Loan. No more parking. No more waiting in line. Whether you come in a car, carriage, or military vessel, rest assured, you never have to leave the comfort of your vehicle. Why, this is banking on wheels, and just look how the money rolls in. Weatherby Savings and Loan. With our new drive-in service, you'll never get stuck in a line again.
You're listening to Atomic Radio, the #1 AM station in all of Boston.
From $1 a dance to a place in the spotlight.
That's it.
From the cold lap of a stranger to the hot lap of luxury. Edith Redding, a determined girl, climbed out of the seedy underpants of Chicago and into the nation's sweater vest. The very same sweater that warms the heart. But behind the fabric, Edith Redding had a secret. Her rise to stardom was launched by a catapult named Murder. Her partner in crime, a lab-created monster whose strength was as infinite as his shadow. A mutant.
Kill them all! Kill them all! Let me help you, Edith. I'll get you to the right people, and they'll work with you because they'll want you. And they won't have to have their arms ripped out or their head crushed by a sledgehammer. They'll want you because you're good. Oh, try it, Edith. Try it that way. For me.
Frustrated, Charles is famous, but Charles still too dumb for stupid, high-class dames like you!
It's a rag-to-riches story where fame has a price. It's about life in the fast lane, with a past riding in the backseat offering directions. It's Love Me or Leave Me, a movie about real people, real dreams, and one mutant.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Left.
They say dress for the job you want,
Neon.
not the one you have. The same is true for your body. Maybe you're unhappy with your physical appearance and feel powerless to change. Well, good news, listener. Clothes can fix that. Need to lose a few pounds? Vertical Stripes can do the work diet and exercise can. Have a bald spot or an oddly shaped forehead? Our stylish fedoras will cover that up nicely. At Fallon's Department Store, we offer all this and more, so you can dress for the body you want and not the one you have.
And now, some music.
Times have changed, and we've often waited round the clock. Since the Puritans got to New York, when they landed on Plymouth Rock,
produce his show. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and that gent today who gave a cent today once had several chateaux. When folks who still can ride in jitneys find out Vanderbilts and Whitney's black baby clothes.
Engine course ahead. Should be our final stop.
Anything goes.
When Sam Goldwyn can, with great conviction, instruct Anna stand addiction, then Anna shows. Anything goes. When you hear this lady
All right.
up, now does a hand
Watch your footing. Looks like the power's out in this section.
anything goes. Just think of those shots you got, and those knocks you got, and those bruises you got from those.
Look at this place. Describes it as a field day. The transmitter should be in the control room at the top of the core. It looks like the elevators are dead. We'll have to keep heading down for now.
All right.
There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off the main chamber.
Got it.
Remain here to watch our backs.
All right, pal.
You're listening to Atomic Radio, the #1 AM station in all of Boston.
Let me tell you the story of Marvin. He's a good, clean,
Perfect.
loving man. But Marvin has a weakness. He wants to fit in with the other boys at school.
Jeering, leering, laughing, mocking, taunting.
Oh, he graduated all right from high school. It's fine. I'm sure he took shop class. Oh, look, he's reading the science mags. How cute.
Har, har, har. Shop class. Let's see them make this in shop class. Marvel of engineering. The finest in weaponized refuse acceleration. My beauty. My junk jet. They'll see. The engineers with their suits and fancy degrees. Come Monday morning, they'll all see.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as tried and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm romantic and bright as a moon, happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I'm as tried and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
And now for an important public service announcement. It's a question that every mother asks themselves at least once while nursing their child. How soon is too soon? When do I start weaning my child off this bland, unhealthy breast milk and start giving them those sweet essential sugars found in every bottle of Nuka-Cola? Well, the answer is not soon enough. Laboratory tests over the last few years have proven that babies who start drinking soda during that early formative period have a much higher chance of gaining acceptance and fitting in during those awkward preteen and teen years. So do yourself a favor. Do your child a favor. Start them on a strict regimen of sodas and other sugary carbonated beverages right now for a lifetime of guaranteed happiness. This message is brought to you by the New Coca-Cola Foundation and the Soda Pop Board of America.
The best in talk,
I wanna
sports,
check real
drama,
quick.
and music. Atomic Radio.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, save real quick. Alright, we're good.
Hey, you Dr. Hall? I am. And you must be Mr. Richards. Dr. Salinger told me you'd be coming in. And what? Did he tell you I was a loony?
Engine core power restored.
Push.
Thermal engine fueled. Primed and standing by for your command. Shutting down your valuable
Provided you're actually ill. Suppose it doesn't matter anyway. Watch baseball stuff. Good. When Boston doesn't
damaged.
Do you ever watch games?
Hey.
Superstition and sports go hand in hand.
Cotsworth out of the way.
At the end of the day, you know, whatever you do, it doesn't really matter. More clothes I left. Mama's hit a double. I take it off. Strike out the side. But it's got to be less than 30 degrees outside. You'll die of hypothermia. I know. But if I cost us the first championship since 1918, then the entire city will have me in the electric chair. There's no way out, Doc. It's heads you win, tails I lose. Mr. Richards, no team has come back from a 3-0 deficit in the history of sports. So it's my medical opinion that you should put on some pants. What if they lose? What if it's all riding on me? As a season ticket holder, if we lose, I promise you, Mr. Richards, I'll shoot you myself. But it won't come to that. It just won't.
Command accepted. Commencing 5-second countdown. 5.
We lost the World Series.
4.
Give them enough rope and a bottle
3.
of
Cotsworth.
just about
2.
Get in.
This wasn't
Hey, over here.
1.
Move here.
Engine firing.
Paul. You don't say. A shrink in the loony bin. Now that's fun. Sure as hell keeps watching baseball.
Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.7%.
We're fortunate that the rocket engine fired instead of blowing itself apart.
Nice.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
device anywhere. Fan out and check the city remains. They may have been after the transmitter as well.
Hoarding now?
Shock baton.
Let's get out of here. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
I already got a sniper, but thank you. Alright!
Often an abundance of clipboards found in places like this.
Let's head out.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Waking up is never fun. You're tired and groggy. You hate your job, your marriage is in shambles, and you have a sneaking suspicion your children are drug addicts. Why would anyone in your position want to get up and play out such a miserable existence?
Be right back.
Fortunately for you, the Wakemaster alarm clock is so loud, so infuriatingly noisy, that you'll have no choice but to get out of bed and run 3 miles just to get the ringing out of your ears. With its password-encrypted snooze button, this precise, state-of-the-art alarm clock will never fail to wake you up, saving you and your family from your own existential dread. The Wakemaster alarm clock, now in 3 colors, platinum, yellow, and lime green.
The best in talk, sports, drama, and music. Atomic Radio.
Coming to a theater near you, Dick Patty and the drag-strip dolly. He's the man behind the wheel with grease in his hair and lead in his foot. She's his arch rival with a chassis that'll make your motor roar. Ba-ba-vroom!
You hear the news? Some girl from uptown sending out a challenge to all the Graces on the west side.
Ha! That's a laugh. There ain't a car in the world faster than Ronnie. It's grease lightning on a 2-lane blacktop.
And she knows it. That's why she doesn't want to race me. She wants to do a chicken run.
But you ain't chicken, boss. A turkey, maybe, but chicken, not a chance.
That's right. I don't know the meaning of fear. A teacher tried to tell me once, so I dropped out of the 2nd grade and became a drag racer instead.
That's a great story, boss. Still, think you might want to wear a helmet next time?
Helmets are for cowards. Just like seatbelts and work and brakes. Now let's go. The boys are waiting.
Paladin.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood laser rifle. May it serve you well in battle.
Righteous authority.
Damn it. I'm in love.
It's a story of thrills, chills, and head-on
Don't you need to keep it?
This isn't the only weapon at my disposal. Brotherhood soldiers always carry a backup. Now, as far as the second matter goes, I wanted to make you a proposal.
Oh, really?
We had a lot thrown at us back there. Our op could have ended in disaster, but you kept your cool and handled it like a soldier. There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it, you've got a choice. You could spend the rest of your life wandering from place to place, trading an extra hand for a meager reward. Or you could join the Brotherhood of Steel and make your mark on the world. So, what do you say?
You just cooked a wonderful roast for your family.
What would be expected of me if I joined?
You'd be under my command, and I'd expect you to follow orders. No more mercenary work. This is the real thing. You'd have access to advanced military weapons, as well as your own personal suit of power armor. Most importantly, you'd have the Brotherhood at your back, ready to spill its own blood to keep you alive. Offer still stands. Can we count on you?
I'd be honored to join.
Surely with their resources, we'll be able to find young Sean.
That's what I wanted to hear. Meet me back at the police station, and we'll discuss the details.
Robco makes a lot of things.
All right.
More than anything, Robco makes you happy.
Are you kidding me?
You feel much better now that I made the switch to Abraxo. And look, my counters
Semper
are
Invicta.
quite Mary in the manger.
I wouldn't go that far, Susan, but your counters look splendid. And Abraxo isn't just for kitchen countertops. It's made to work with robots, pets, and even your own children.
My dogs are filthy. Almost as dirty as my son. I can wash them with Abraxo powder too.
Yes, you can. That's because Abraxo is a mixture of naturally occurring borax and hand soap, which means any skin irritation you feel is just as Mother Nature intended.
All right.
That sounds amazing. I think I'll buy 10. No,
Yeah, I agree.
20 boxes.
Good for you, Susan. But leave some for the folks at home. So,
If
if
you
you're
need
in
fixing
need
up,
of an all-purpose
let's get a look at
cleaner
ya.
for your counters, bathtub,
Any news out there, Doctor?
Not nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. See what's wrong. Think I soaked up.
We'll clean you up.
Ugh.
No. And that's that. Anything?
Alright, computer. Yep. Come on. Whoa! Where'd he get that?
The best.
Yes.
Sports, drama, and music. Atomic Radio.
And now, some history. On this date in 1962, the home team faced up against that mighty juggernaut from San Francisco in a game that would go to extra innings. 21 all told before the night was over. Or rather, after the night was over, as the game went well into the daytime. Here's what the San Francisco skipper had to say.
Skipper, you had my call on the mound today, and he was the bee's knees, a real Dominican dandy. But given how many innings he threw, can he continue to be your butter and egg man all the way to the champ's ball?
I think he can. He's our horse, and we're gonna ride him.
What about your thoughts on what the Millville media said after the game? He said by tomorrow he's forecasting on a full shower of baseballs.
All right, you're all repaired, Conzi.
Around him, or invite him to the dance with a little chin music.
We don't have to pitch to him. That's what you're asking.
Oh, well.
It doesn't matter how good your opponent is. You can always take the bat out of his hand.
Is that what y'all planning to do, Coach? Give him the old four-finger walkaroo?
You'll see.
Well, the next night, the skipper, true to his word, walked the meteor 5 times. Unfortunately for him, the man batting after him provided enough fireworks to light up the sky 10 times over. And the home team took the trophy home on this date in 1962.
Hey. Wait there. Come on. Moving out. Heads up.
How much is the way? 12, 15. I already have that. T45 power armor. Yeah, I have that.
Oh, man, come back! I was having fun!
Yeah? Well, here's a little bit of fun for you, pal.
Playing games with me, huh?
guns. No, this thing's crazy.
Now, a message from our sponsors.
Ever seen a stock car race? You'll find the Zips and the Fleas, the Chrysless Corvages, all zooming along at speeds deemed unsafe for civilian Romans. Not unsafe for you, of course, but for your engine. So how do these fast cats manage to accelerate at such speeds without breaking down? Well, here at Daytona and other leading tracks, they all run on Red Rocket gasoline. What odd limits? With Red Rocket gasoline, you'll be able to drive without them. Free from all the wear and tear brought on by other leading brands. You can treat residential areas like your own personal freeway, and knowing those pesky street signs no longer apply. What street signs? The sky's the limit. After all, you're no longer driving a car. You're taking off on a rocket. Red Rocket gasoline. Drive in, fly out.
Nice. That's a good tagline. Hey, what's up, Diggs? How you doing, man?
The best in talk, sports, drama.
Hopefully I didn't miss you, Diggs. How you doing, dude? I'm running around personally, killing people, shooting people, all the usual stuff you do in a Fallout playthrough.
From this distance, it's no problem.
Yet,
Not
you do that, and his brains will splatter the roof like chunks of meat.
What's wrong with that? You don't like meat?
I am not a butcher like you. I am an artist, and artistry is my weapon, just as that pistol is yours. You understand?
So you want I crack his skull with bronze statue?
Ah, no, not quite. I will show you what I mean.
Alright.
May I come in?
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, we both know who I am, Major. And we also know what I want. Your death, to be precise.
So, you're the assassin the KGB sent after me. You don't look so tough.
You're right. Toughness is my least impressive attribute. No, as I explained to my friend outside, I plan to kill you in panic.
I should just shoot you right now.
Oh, you could. But part of you is too intrigued to pull the trigger. You want to know how this bourgeois fool, completely unarmed, is going to invite himself into your home and kill you.
I admit it's a bit strange. Never expected my executioner to knock. So how do you plan on killing me?
Why don't you let me inside? I'll show you.
Haha, very clever, commissaire. But I'm not falling for that. If you want to talk, you can do it from where you're standing.
All right, if you insist.
46. Ah, I might have missed ya. Here, let me just type. Hey, man, how you doing? There, is that? Hopefully that's better. Okay.
I'll stay out here. By the way, you look
Hey, man.
parched. Perhaps you'd like to have this drink, which is clearly not poison.
Why, yes, I would like to have... Oh, wait a minute. You're trying to trick me. There is poison in that bottle.
Nothing gets past you, Major. Given your keen eye, I'm guessing you're also aware that your fly is open.
These pants have no zippers.
Your shoes are untied?
We are? Well, I'd better tie them. I don't want to trip it. Oh, you're good, Commissaire. Very good. But I'm not falling for that either.
Maybe behind you. There is something?
Yeah, I don't think so.
God damn it! Give me that guy!
Go! Let's go!
Whoa. Something good must be in there.
Is this the spy?
It's him.
How can you tell? He has no face.
It's him, okay? Trust me.
Alright. But I thought you said you don't like the Bashman's face. You want to do like an artist.
And I did. This was just more Jackson Pollock than Claude Monet.
Well, I don't know art, but I know what I like. This Pollock. It's good.
Yes, but please, let us never speak of this again.
What the fuck was that?
Let that pistol down. Lay that pistol down. Pistol back in mama. Lay that pistol down.
That's it.
Till one night she caught me right. Now I'm on the run.
Oh, lay that pistol down. Lay that pistol down. Pistol back in mama.
That about takes care of that. Lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama. Lay the thing down before it goes off and hits somebody. Oh, she kicked out my windshield and she hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I'd lied. She wished that I was dead.
Wow.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. Pistol packing
Got it.
Lay that pistol down with three tough gals. From deep down Texas way, we got no pals. They don't like the way we play. We're a rough, rootin', tootin', shootin' trio. But you ought to see my sister Cleo. She's a terror, make no error, but there ain't no laissez-faire. Here's what we tell her.
Lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down.
Pistol back in mama. Lay that pistol down.
Picking up hostile light signs.
Happy made a batch of corn, the revenuers came. The draw was slow, so now I know you can't do that to me.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down.
Pistol back in mama. Lay that pistol down.
Oh, singing songs in a cabaret. Was I having fun? Till one night it didn't seem right. Now I'm on the run. Oh, what's all this?
Lay that pistol down, pistol back in mama. Lay that
Pistol down.
Oh, pistol back in mama. Lay that pistol down.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Attention everyone! For a limited time only, in every box of Spring Valley Potato Crisps is an offer for a free moon map. That's right, with Spring Valley Crisps, you or your child can be the envy of aspiring astronauts everywhere. Remember, the free moon map offer is found only in specially marked boxes of Spring Valley Potato Crisps. Spring Valley Potato Crisps, the snacks so light and fresh, they're out of this world.
Wow. Alright, let's see
The best
here.
in talk, sports, drama, and music. Atomic Radio.
Coming to a theater near you, it's Teenagers from Outer Space. It's a horror movie 1,000 times more terrifying than anything you've ever seen. High on hormones, deliriously full of drugs, these teens are on a ray gun rampage you won't believe. Just who do you think you are anyway?
I'm a teenager from space.
Watch as legions of irresponsible young adults terrorize this small town with one hormone-induced gambit after another.
What is it, Danny? What's got you so
Why am I
terrified?
not getting speed?
Marge, statistics say there's nothing more dangerous than a teenager behind the wheel. Now, imagine that teenager behind the wheel of a flying saucer.
Oh my God! We have to do something.
We can't do anything. Don't you see? The insurance policies won't cover it. Will Danny and Marge survive this invasion? Will they keep their teenage daughter from falling in love with her reckless alien captors? Find out in this one-of-a-kind motion picture event. Teenagers from Outer Space.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Here's some coffee, dear. Oh my! Was it too hot?
No, honey, it was perfect. The perfect murder weapon. If I didn't know any better, you were trying to kill me with this bland, bitter coffee. And in my book, that makes you an accessory to murder.
It's not my fault, dear. I followed the directions on the can.
That's the problem. Coffee doesn't come from a can. It comes from beans, and you'd know that if you ever been to a Cup of Joe.
A cup of joe? What's that?
It's a restaurant where they serve nothing but the richest mountain-grown coffee you've ever tasted. Come on, I'll show you.
This really is good.
Because it's from mountain beans, not grown in a lab and packed in some piece of tin like this instant stuff.
You're right. Instant coffee sounds dangerous. Maybe we should call the police.
Way ahead of you, honey. Way ahead of you.
And now, some music.
If I really need to, I can make a new one using commands. I just can't carry it all. Sorry. It's my current sniper rifle. 147 damage, and this one 275. Alright. Well, I made my choice. You can't stop me. It's over. When you are all alone, maybe the one who will.
There we go.
Wait for you will prove untrue. Then what will I do? Maybe you'll set inside.
There we go.
Maybe
you'll ask me to come back again. Maybe I'll say maybe.
You're listening to Atomic Radio.
Nuka-Cola Quanta.
America is a country founded on liberty and virtue. These are things that must be nurtured from generation to generation, lest they wither away to the vagaries of time.
Here we are.
You might be wondering, why should I donate my free time to
Wait,
civil
what's the
service?
memo say?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you a citizen or a communist?
Alright,
It may seem like an obvious question. Of course you're a citizen. Most of you were born here, whereas some of you may have come here and taken the oath. But citizenship is about more than just being on American soil. It's about maintaining a loyalty to the principles this country was founded on. Which is why many of you well-meaning individuals may be communists without even knowing it. Do you resent the good fortune displayed by our wealthiest citizens? Then you might be a communist. Do you often question the actions of your leaders in government? Then you might be a communist. Do you sometimes feel an attraction to your fellow man that goes beyond platonic? You could be a homosexual, but also a communist. Do you find yourself speaking Russian in your sleep, or have pictures of Lenin in your home? Well, then you might just be a communist. Even if you answered no to the previous questions, it doesn't mean your work is done. It is your job as an American citizen to report any suspicious behavior to the proper authorities. It could be your neighbor, your boss, or even your congressman. Being an American is about more than having the right documents. Remember what it says in the Constitution. As an American, you have the inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of communists, wherever they may hide.
Y'all are weird. Wanna take home. Mid AF. Mediocre as frick. Veteran Ranger Coat. Dang. Now that is sexy.
Wish on the moon and look for the gold in a rainbow, and you'll find happy thoughts. You'll hear a tune
Pew.
that lives in the heart of a bluebird, and
You'll find
happy thoughts. Though things may look very dark, your dream is not in vain.
Can't be bothered any longer?
For when do you find the
What the? Little Johnson, are you okay?
You will suddenly hear chimes, and you'll have your happy.
What's this apparel called? Veteran Ranger Coat.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Tired of taking a beating at school? Need to show the bullies what for? Well, head on down to the world-famous Madden's box
It's part of a
and we'll
mod.
show you how to mash their potatoes with a quick 1-2.
Potatoes!
Our trainers have taught some of the greatest fighters you've ever known, like the Brockton Bomber, marvelous Matt Murphy, and the Roxbury Rocky himself, Rick Shaughnessy. So head on down to Madden's boxing.
Where do I find the helmet?
Right behind the North Church, and learn how to stand up for yourself. For once in your miserable life.
You're listening to Atomic Radio, the #1 AM station in all of Boston.
Girls, watch out, watch out.
Where am I?
There's a two-legged animal running about.
Lonely Chapel.
If it smokes a great big cigar and it hangs around at a bar, if it tells the biggest lies, wears the loudest ties, it's a man. If it acts just like a cross patch, has a face with whiskers that scratch, if it's stubborn as can be, mean and ornery, it's a man. If it walks, if it talks, if its habits are a little bit peculiar, if it brags and tries to make you think it's wonderful, be on the lookout, don't let it fool ya. But if it makes the moon up on high, more than just a light in the sky, if it kisses you and you find you like it to grab it, it's a man.
Apparently.
If it whistles each time you pass,
Move it, Codsworth! Oh my goodness.
out of gas, then it's time that you get hep. Better watch your step.
Move it, pal.
It's a man. If it acts just like it's the boss, when it knows
who you are, of course.
if it gets a little rough, thinks it's very tough, it's a man. If it walks,
Oh, okay.
if it
I
talks, if its habits are a little bit peculiar, if it brags and tries to make you think it's wonderful, be on the lookout, don't let it fool you. But if it's kneeling down on one knee,
Say, darling, please marry me.
then don't hesitate, better name the date and then grab it.
Hold it.
Hang on to it,
Oh.
for it's a man.
Die, cow! Wait, that's kind of loud. Sorry.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Donuts and coffee. The two of them go together like chocolate and roses. Cram and indigestion. Boredom and baseball. Like a cold breeze on a summer day, coffee and donuts are a match made in heaven. And if you want the best of both, there's only one place to get it.
Where?
Slocum's Joe. Because some things in life go better together.
Joe's Coffee. I've been hearing a lot about this from the raid. I should head on over someday.
We're on there from Bristol to Beantown. This is Atomic Radio.
Oh boy. Well,
You've
it's
seen Grognak the Conqueror destroying the forces of evil and hearing the lamentations of their women. You've watched Grognak the Traveler sailing the Forbidden Sea to slay the great Leviathan, Two Tails. You've seen him match wits with the wily Mansaurian and tame the passions of the warrior princess, Fem Ra. Now join him on his most exciting adventure as Grognak travels to New York. Sent to an alternate dimension by the warlock Skullpocalypse, Grognak must find his way home in a strange land filled with planes, trains, and automobiles, all while being hunted by the mob. You're a dirty rat, Grognak! You were supposed to take a dive in the 5th round, and now the Dons put a bounty on your head!
Egg is on you, Sonny. Grognak cannot dive where there is no water. And he never met Don.
For the last time, Don's not a name, it's a title! And another thing, you big dope! Watch me throwing the other guy out the ring and into the popcorn stand! That ain't even boxing! It's wrestling! Jesus, Grog! It's like you were born in the Stone Age or something!
Grognak does not know. But he tell you one thing.
what?
The Stone Age end tonight.
Will Grognak make it back to his own time? Or will the mob have our heroes swimming with the fishes? Find out in this special motion picture event, Grognak in New York.
Wow. That is beautiful. I gotta see that. It's a man. If its habits are a little bit peculiar. If it lies and tries to tell you that it's wonderful. Don't let it fool you. What if it doesn't saying, darling, won't you marry me? What the? Ooh.
A word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm broadcaster Joe Miller. Every day I'm lucky enough to get to watch the greatest athletes in the world play a kids game for money. But they didn't become champs by eating candy bars and reading dirty magazines. Oh no. They practiced strict abstinence and ate 3 square meals a day. Now you might be asking, Joe, where on earth can I get religious absolution and a side of fries for the same low price as a hot dog at a game? Well, for religion, you can try your local pastor, but for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I recommend Dot's Diner. That's Dot's Diner, the #1 stop for burgers, milkshakes, and all-American cuisine. Take it from me, Joe Miller, the voice of your favorite baseball team. You eat anywhere else, and your prospects in life will be going.
Gone.
And now, some music.
Oh, hey. Looks like Raiders.
And then you don't, and then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no. And when you say you stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, 'cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. If you got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
Oh!
What's all this?
Board. The letter B.
Hostile life sign.
I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, 'cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. If you got a heart, and if you're kind, and don't keep us apart, make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now, if you don't love me, I wish you'd say so. I love you so much, honey, I just got to know. I'm just a fool for you. What are you gonna do?
Hey.
The best in talk, sports, drama, and music. Atomic Radio.
And now, an important public service announcement.
Every year in America, there are over 500,000 divorces. That means 1 million men and women who pledge their undying love to one another have made a confession. They admit that those vows, so innocent and carefree when spoken, have crumbled under the weight of an unending reality. But when did those marriages actually fail? Was it in the courtroom when the wife signed the documents? Was it 2 minutes before that when the husband compared her mother-in-law to a man-eating walrus? Or was it much, much earlier before they even got married? You see, many unions between a man and a woman were never on solid ground to begin with. Let's look back at when this couple first decided to get married. Young and naive, Jim and Dolly believe that love is all that's needed to create a stable marriage. They have no concern over their finances, despite the fact that Jim is unemployed and Dolly has a crippling heroin addiction. However, even with their poor financial choices, the two decide to make do by staying at Dolly's parents' house, at least until Jim can find stable work. This is the first time that Jim and Dolly have been living together under the same roof, and when the honeymoon phase ends, they quickly discover that they have very little in common. Dolly, for instance, had no idea that Jim was a member of the local white supremacist group, nor did Jim realize when he cut the eye holes in her pillowcase that Dolly had trypophobia, a pathological fear of holes. It's soon apparent that Jim and Dolly's love was based purely on physical attraction, and not the kind of deep affection that leads to a lasting partnership. Unfortunately, the realization came far too late, and they will now have to carry the stigma of divorce with them for the rest of their lives. This is why it's important not to rush into marriage before you're ready. Make sure you know your potential spouse and the seriousness of your commitment. By taking time to examine what makes a healthy marriage, you can prevent your relationship from becoming like Jim and Dolly's. Just another statistic adding to the decline of a once venerable institution.
Oh, good work, Dog Meat. The letter S in apparel.
Are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates are the rustiest, the bars are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest. Way back home, the trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess, I'm a weary exile,
singing a song of love.
The grass is the springiest, the bees are the stingiest, the birds are the windiest, the bells are the ringiest, the heart's the singiest, the arms the clingiest, way back home. What about the sun's the blaziest, fields the daisiest, cows the craziest, the help's the laziest, the boys are the wittiest, the girls are the prettiest, way back home. The pigs are the snootiest, the owls are the hootiest, the plants the fruitiest, the stars the shootiest.
Quiet enough to hear the old gears spinning, as they say.
The smile's the sunniest.
Yes, sir.
Way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must
confess,
I'm a weary exile,
singing a song of
the food is the spreadiest, the wine is the headiest, the pals are the readiest, the gals are the steadiest, the love the liveliest, the life the loveliest, way back, way back, way back home. Sweet
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Whenever I'm out of town, my girlfriends always ask me, how do I stay so thin? My secret is
No way
actually
I could pick
really
this.
simple. Nuka-Cola soda. It has the same amount of calories as your average grapefruit without all the bitter aftertaste of actually eating one. In fact, the cold, refreshing taste of Nuka-Cola really quenches my thirst and keeps me from eating something else that really adds those pounds. It also peps me up and gives me so much energy, I want to jog around the park. Not that I need to, because if I was any thinner, I'd be practically invisible. So if you're like me and don't like going on a lengthy diet, head on over to your local grocery store and buy a bottle of Nuka-Cola today. Your waistline will thank you.
Okay.
We're on the air from Bristol to Beantown. This is Atomic Radio.
Locked tight.
How do you think Mr. Pebbles is feeling?
Nice.
My guess is somewhere between indifference and terror. Does all emotions fall in that way? Well, yes. Except as a guess, after all. I don't like making bold predictions.
We all know you're a pussy, Greg. You don't have to beat around the bush.
Well,
wow.
is Mr. Pebbles one too? A pussy?
He prefers to be called a feline American, but that's besides the point. It's true Mr. Pebbles is a puss, but only in a technical sense. The truth is, he's likely the bravest astronaut we have.
Yes, it's kind of embarrassing, really.
Oh, I wouldn't be too hard on yourself, Greg. There's a reason he's your captain, and it has little to do with you. Fact is, the feline race is the most nonchalant species on the planet. It's that ambivalence that allows Mr. Pebbles to deal with the mental stress of living in outer space.
Is that your scientific opinion, Doctor?
Well, I'm a scientist. Do I have any other kind?
All right.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
0.
Houston. Mr. Pebbles, we've lost contact with Houston. What do we do? Something's wrong with our comm system. Someone needs to go fix it. Do you get it? If we lose contact with Houston, we're flying half blind out there. God damn it, you stupid cat! Say something! Say something!
Alright.
Greg, congratulations on the mission.
Never mind, Peter. I need to tell you something.
I can carry more stuff.
It's about Mr.
Ah, he should be meeting with the president shortly. He's receiving the Medal of Freedom, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't deserve any of it. Not the medals, not the cereal boxes. For Christ's sake, he's not even a real astronaut.
What do you mean? Did he have problems piloting the shuttle?
He's a goddamn cat. Of course he had trouble. Can't even hold the throttle for crying out loud. How with those thumbless paws?
Now, Greg, what did I tell you about envy and jealousy?
I'm not jealous. This is a matter of competence. You sent me into the dead of space under the command of a mindless furball.
Mind your rank. That's your captain you're talking about.
The point is, I could have died up there.
And yet, if it weren't for Mr. Pebbles, you'd be dead right now.
What?
I read the report, Greg. You lost control of your emotions and blacked out. Meanwhile, your captain, despite having lost contact with Houston, safely guided the shuttle back to Earth. So you tell me who's the real astronaut.
That's impossible.
Listen, Greg, you've had a tough time of it. Get some rest.
Peter, oh, maybe you're right. To be honest, I thought you'd all lost it, putting a cat in space, but maybe I'm the one who's bananas. Maybe I'm the one who can't cut the mustard.
I have no idea what you're saying, Greg, but if you're hungry, there's sandwiches in the break room.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh,
wow,
what
that's
do you think,
radioactive.
I think this whole thing stinks, Peter. Every astronaut we've sent up there has come back with the same story. So you tell me what's really going on.
I don't have an answer. And it's not like Mr. Pebbles to say something. He's far too dignified to talk.
Locks really strong.
And what is it, Peter? How is it every human goes up there in the rubber room?
I don't know. But Greg seems to be in fine health. All that's left now is to send him home and hope for the best.
Greg, you're back. Is everything all right? What did the doctor say?
Everything's fine, Doris. I've been fully cleared. The best thing for me now is a little
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, it is. By the way, I saw a strange billboard downtown on the way here advertising something called Coca-Cola.
The Coke sign? What? It's been there for ages. It really is an eyesore.
That's odd. I don't remember it being there.
I'm surprised you remember anything given what you've been through. Why don't you sit down? And I'll fix you up a hot cup of Folgers coffee.
Folgers? What's that? You know I prefer Slow Cooker Joe.
You've been drinking Folgers coffee every morning for the past 10 years.
Have I? Something's not right here. First the billboard, now the coffee.
Greg, you're fine. It's probably just fatigue. Or some bizarre side effect of being out in space. Besides, the most important things are all here, just as you remember them. Oh, don't let an old billboard and a cup of coffee end the world for you.
What if it's not just that? What if it's other things that have changed? More important things. Like baseball and pinup girls and that thing you do with your tongue.
Everything's just fine. How about
All right.
I boil you up some hot chocolate?
Lock tight.
And tomorrow, after you get a good night's sleep, I'll give you breakfast in bed.
Bed? You know damn well I prefer to sleep on a hammock. Jesus, it's like I don't even know you. Something's definitely wrong. Very, very wrong.
But what could it be?
I don't know. But I'm turning myself in for a psychiatric evaluation. Let's just hope they
Where's
can fix it
Codsworth?
before it's too late.
Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm getting off. See ya. It has been lovely.